Hi guys, thanks for joining us on today's video where we're going to be making a heat transfer print t-shirt from scratch. So as always, we'll start with the software design. So for today we're going to be using Photoshop Elements, so it might be slightly different on your software. So we're going to select File, New Blank File. You could select Control N and it will take you to the same page. So I'm just going to put the size in here of the transfer that I want to make. So just bear in mind you can only make a transfer up to the size of your printer. So if you've got an A4 printer, you can do an A4 transfer. If you've got an A3 printer, you can do it up to an A3 transfer. So put your size in, make sure the resolution is 300 pixels per centimeter, and then select OK. So I'm just going to select my Open tab now on the top left, and I'm just going to select an image that I want to put onto my t-shirt. So I'm going to select my white template now and then just drag the picture up onto the screen. So I just want to expand this out by grabbing the top left, going just over the white. Same on the bottom right, sorry. And then hit the green tick. So now I just want to put my transfer paper into the printer. So it's paper backed and your transfer paper's on the front, so obviously you want it front facing out. So you want your transfer paper facing outwards and not your paper backing. So once we've got our design there and we're happy with it, we're going to select File and then Print. And you'll see this opens our print box up. So I'm going to make sure the right printer is selected. I don't want this to actually be mirrored, so you'll see if I put the mirror on there, it flips it to mirror, which is what we'd usually do when we're printing things in sublimation and stuff. But for a dark transfer, we don't want it mirrored because we peel it off. So we switch the mirror off for that, and then we select Print. So you peel this paper off the backing and you put it onto your t-shirt. That's the reason it's not mirrored. So we're not actually putting it face down, we're peeling it off and we're having the printed side facing upwards, so there's no need to mirror it. So we've just sped the process up here because this would have took 5 or 6 minutes to print this out on the high quality settings we set it to. So we've just fast forwarded that there a little bit just to speed the video up. Yours will take about 5 or 6 minutes to print out if you've got it on the correct settings. So you'll see it's printed that out well for us. It always looks more dull on the paper, but then it looks great when you put it onto your product or your t-shirt, whatever it is you're making. So I'm just going to take it over to my little guillotine here, and I'm just going to trim it down, take the excess white border off. Guillotine's a handy little tool for you to get. A lot easier to get the straight edges than trying to do it with scissors. And I prefer these guillotines than the paper cutters that you can roll the blade down, because they tend to fray the paper sometimes, which can be a pain. So you can see we've got our transfer ready to print, so we'll go over to our heat press. So I've got my t-shirt ready on there. So like I say, I just want to peel the front off this backing paper. You'll see what I mean now. So just be careful when you do this because it's very soft, the transfer. So we'll peel it off our backing paper very gently, and you'll see we just place it down onto the t-shirt when we're doing a transfer print. So we're using dark transfer print here, so we could have used light transfer paper, but we just like to use dark transfer paper for everything. I just feel it's slightly better quality. So I'm going to put my paper over it that comes with your transfer paper, and then I'm just going to put a Teflon sheet over it as well, and then we press it down. So you want the similar pressure to vinyl with this, not too much, but again you need it to be firm enough so that it beds it into the fabric. So we press this for 165 degrees for 15 seconds. So you'll get that cover paper with your transfer papers when you buy it. You do need to put that over the transfer, otherwise you'll end up wrecking it. So I'll just peel that off there. You should let that cool down a little bit before you peel it off, but it doesn't matter so much for the demo. If you've got time though, let it cool down for 10 seconds before you peel that paper off. So it's slightly glazed and shiny looking, so to get past that we just put it back under the press. We put our Teflon sheet over it and we press it for another 4 or 5 seconds. What this also does is it gives it a higher washability factor. So I mean, without doing this, when you wash it, they fade and they don't look great. So just by putting it back under the press there for that extra 4 or 5 seconds, it increases the longevity of the print massively. So that's now washable and it'll last. If you don't put it back under for that last 4 or 5 seconds, it won't last. So that's how you make a transfer print t-shirt, guys. I hope you've enjoyed the video. I'll catch you on the next one. Bye bye. Please don't forget, guys, that if you haven't bought your printing equipment yet, we do sell complete startup packages. So lots of people come to us for help getting started up. We sell to schools, universities, martial arts academies, people working from home. And they come to us because they get something like what you see on the screen here, a full startup package. So they get all of the equipment that you see there. What they'll also get is they'll get their training and their after sales support. So you'll see there, you'll get your equipment, your training and your after sales support from us. You'll also get, if you come and visit us for your training, a free cup of tea and a chocolate biscuit. How's that? Please give us a like on social media, guys, Facebook, Twitter and Instagram. And please like this video and subscribe to our YouTube channel. You can also go to our website, which is www.starttoprint.co.uk. You'll see it on the screen there. Thanks a lot for watching the video, guys. We'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.